Jeffrey's like the guy who doesn't even try to improve himself. But in fact, he hates on you for trying to start working out and being productive. Why? Because you invalidate Jeffrey's excuses, and that pisses him off. Why are you going offline? Just play one more game, you pussy. Is it your bedtime? Jeffrey is the bottom of the bucket crab who pulls you down as you try to climb up. The Jeffreys of the world have spread like a plague, pulling down their peers and normalizing wasting their lives on instant gratification. Scrolling on Instagram? Yes, please. Watching bullshit videos on YouTube? Sure. Baiting 3 times when he's reset his streak because, you know, it's already at 0, so you may as well go again. Yeah, why not? He's doing all of the bad habits. He doesn't feel motivated to do anything, and perhaps that's just because he's fried his dopamine receptors. Bad Jeffrey. You need to make sure that you're not living like Jeffrey. Jeffrey wanders through life with no plan. It's like he's driving a car without even holding the steering wheel. Why would you not set goals and go in the direction of life that you actually want to go into, Jeffrey? It's so weird. Jeffrey will literally insult you and call you gay if he sees you setting goals. Ask yourself right now, do you want to live a life like Jeffrey? Do you want other people to set the direction of your future, or would you rather have control of that yourself?
But Hamza, you could die tomorrow. You could get hit by a bus, so you may as well not even try. Shut up, bro. Dumb.
That's what these losers will say to you. You could die tomorrow, so you may as well not even try. Do you want to be like one of them? Do you want a life like one of them, or do you want to be more like Adonis? Adonis started his self-improvement journey young. Years of good habits developed Adonis to be the kind of man that we would aspire to be. Because just look at him. He looks amazing. He feels amazing. His life is amazing. And it has all come from self-improvement. Adonis is a goal setter, a go-getter. You want to know how Adonis is so masculine? He constantly sets and achieves goals. The masculine energy is all about the mission, the goal, the challenge. Adonis understands that being more masculine is simple. Set goals and ruthlessly dedicate your life to achieving those goals. Every action, every decision, every choice that Adonis makes fulfills his goals. Not only does that give Adonis such a great feeling of fulfillment and success, it also leads to him becoming a better father for his children. They look up to him with so much respect and love because they see a man who's dedicated to his purpose. Adonis's entire tribe look up to him. Everyone does. Isn't that the life that you want to live? Well, then it starts with setting goals. You're a young man and you want to become more masculine, but the truth is, no one has ever really taught you about what masculine energy is really like. If you had to answer right now, what does masculinity mean? You'd say like the stereotypical wishy-washy, it means to be strong. Like, let's get more specific. The masculine energy craves release from strains. It craves freedom. That's the opposite of feminine energy, which craves being filled. We as men want freedom from constraints, to escape death, to accomplish a mission, to conquer a goal. You have inside of you some kind of energy that makes you feel great when you know that you're making progress to a meaningful goal. You can't help but feel good when you're achieving goals, and you can't help but feel bad when you know that you aren't making progress to goals. You want to know why so many young men, including yourself, including all the guys around you, feel so bad? Because we are a generation of procrastinators. We're all addicted to the internet, to technology. But when you become obsessed over your own goals, when you become addicted to making progress, you feel phenomenal. How can we get like this? I can remember the exact moment that my life changed. In May 2020, I gave up all of my addictions. I used to smoke weed all day, every day, and that is not an exaggeration. I used to wake up, grab the fucking crack pipe, put weed into it, blaze that shit up, and continue smoking throughout the entire fucking day. I would get high before work, I'd get high after work, I'd get high before going to sleep, I'd get high after waking up from sleep. I was playing a fair amount of video games. I'd just spend a lot of time on YouTube and just watching random shows on Netflix, on TV. I'd scroll on social media, on Reddit especially. I'd spend like 3 hours a day on Reddit. My entire day revolved around consuming, and it felt uncontrollable. In my mind, I would get the thoughts that I wanted to stop, that I didn't want to do this bullshit anymore, that I didn't want to continue smoking weed. I couldn't even afford it. I was done with spending 3 hours a day on Reddit. I felt like shit after fapping, but day in and day out, I kept on doing the same things. If you can relate to what I'm saying, I hope this video can help you. Adonis. Adonis lives like an old school man, like a caveman. He drastically limits his technology use. Instead, Adonis prefers to be out in nature, amongst animals, seeing the sunrise and the sunset, spending time with his loved ones. It isn't Adonis's preference to be sat hunkered down with poor posture, looking at a screen all day. He knows that that causes sickness, and so Adonis looks around so confused at the majority of people who spend all their time like that. How do I get you the most results possible? I do all of this for you with no cost to yourself. I could take sponsorships and brand deals where I spend a few minutes telling you about products and stuff. Those things are nice, but I'd rather do something different. I'd rather just quickly offer you the one and only product that I made myself It's called Adonis School. Adonis School is a private online community that you won't regret it. Adonis School provides so much more value than my videos. So if you thought my videos were good, this is next level. When Hamza said that the group will be worth more than 10 times the price, I was sure he exaggerated, but I can tell you one thing, he did not. I've been telling everyone inside of Adonis School that what you've paid for Adonis School, I'm trying to make it worth 10 times the price. You know how obsessively I set goals, don't you? You see the papers on my wall behind me. You see the million plaque. You don't even see, like you want to see something, right? Like you see how obsessive I am. I'm not just some random guy who's you know, just trying to make a quick buck. You know the kind of man that I am. You know that I'm disciplined. You know that I'm obsessive. You know that I set goals and I conquer them. I have set the goal to make Adonis School worth 10 times what you're going to pay for it. And people are saying, this was like a long-term goal. People are saying that I've achieved that already. This guy was in here for 4 days saying that I've already gave him 10 times the value that he paid for. Really good reviews. I want to show you inside now. First, let's start with the courses, because this is a very popular part of the Adonis School. Is you may have noticed over the last few months or years, depending on how long you followed me, that I've released courses for sale. And my courses are pretty expensive, by the way. If I go to, should I just show you the exact price that I sell my courses at? Like my courses are expensive, and I've sold them. This is one of them, right? The 997. That was one of them. I have 3 courses for sale. I have the YouTube course. Look at that. $990, and people buy these things from me. People buy my course. Courses are like a collection of videos where I've put all of my knowledge into one place. When you get Adonis School, you get all of them. You get all of them just included. All of my courses included. So we've got, for example, the Entrepreneur Productivity, Double Your Work Rate. This is a course that's very popular with the young guys who want to be entrepreneurs. I've said that before you really can find success in a business, you must be able to actually do the work. And this is what a lot of guys are struggling with. And so I created a step-by-step system here where all you have to do is come in and follow this and just follow these steps, step by step every morning, and you will be literally twice as productive than usual. This is exactly, you want to know something? I went through, I hope you can believe this, bro. I went through a whole year of my life trying to figure this out, trying to figure out how I could actually be more productive, because this isn't really taught in school. In school, you're taught to just kind of study and stuff, right? But we weren't ever, when you genuinely think about it, you've never had a class on how to be more efficient with your work, how to read faster, how to get into a deeper flow so you don't get distracted. These are skills not taught. I obsessed over this for an entire year to create this program, and I used it myself because I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I know what it feels like to want to be an entrepreneur, but just not doing the work. So this is a step-by-step guide on this. Here, that's as your teacher inside of Adonis School, that's what I want for you. I want you to be this high-caliber young man who's able to just work relentlessly on his goals and achieve a great level of success. I want you to be able to level up your education, because I didn't have anyone supporting me like this. And so when I see how much this can help these young men, and I'm seeing these guys come in and literally saying like, this is the best investment of my entire life. Best investment I have ever made. This has saved me. This might have saved my life. My mindset has changed entirely. I wake up and speak to like-minded individuals. You will never feel alone in your journey. There's still modules in this one course. I'm telling you exactly how to exercise. If you really want to make your work your focus, there's a way to exercise that will actually help you and not make it worse. Because if you do the normal workouts, actually your productivity goes down. My specific tactics on what I do with my phone and how I work and how I've managed my family life, because I work at home with my family. And then I even added some bonus modules. If you want to learn how to transition from a 9-to-5 job to a business, because this is the position I was in, I actually created a step-by-step plan for that, and it's the plan that I personally used. If you want to start a business with no money, then I've made a video for that. What business should you start? I've genuinely already sat down and thought, okay, what business should you start? If you want to start one, let me try and think of the answer for you already, and you can just see if you like the answer, and then how to even increase the quantity of hours that you can work. That's all one course inside of Adonis School. That is just one course. Then we've got another course, 10 mindsets that made me $100,000, and this should say $100,000 in 4 days. I don't know if you believe me, but that's the most money I've made so far. $100,000 in 4 days. I sound like I'm lying because it sounds unreal, but I've learned a lot. Like when you see my walls and you see the gold plaque that YouTube, like Google sent me for my accomplishments, I've spent the last few years learning and just working really hard with a smile on my face. And so these are mindsets. This is, again, more like psychological stuff, because I know I love the psychological stuff. I love like being able to think the right thoughts, because if inside of your mind you get negative thoughts and you don't feel so productive, and you don't really like yourself that much, and you feel like the world's against you, and you feel like you struggle to be productive, then that comes out in the real world. I've been able to create that iron mind, but I can actually teach you exactly how to do that. So this is an extra course where I teach you these like specific mindsets, where if you watch this course, something's going to click for you, and something's just going to hit and be like, oh, that makes sense. Wait, oh, that aha moment that suddenly gets you unstuck in something, which is so powerful. That's what this course is all about. I tell you about the theory of constraints. There's a way to navigate your entire life and your business and your work and everything, not by focusing on the positives, but by focusing on your negatives, on your weak points. This is something I learned from a entrepreneur and author. I have his book right behind me, this purple one, Alex Hormozi. This one. There's so many young guys who want to make passive income, and I'm going to burst your bubble a bit, but there's a better way to make money. There's a way to make a lot more money than trying to just make passive income. More psychological stuff. Then dopamine detox. This is how I actually first got a level of success. It was through the dopamine detox niche on YouTube, where I was like seen as the most hardcore dopamine detox guy. Everyone else in the dopamine detox niche, they were just doing it on Sundays and saying 24 hours to reset your brain. I came onto the scene with no subscribers and started to post those videos and suddenly got some views, where I said that everyone else was just doing it in the weak way, and I was doing it 24/7. Every day I was on a dopamine detox. I was just using technology to like record my videos, and I became known for this. But I've been able to explain it in a way that young men can actually understand and practically use. There's mindsets which are empowering, and I am certain that these are lessons that will benefit you. This sounds a lot like very condescending. 10K per month is a lot of money, but there is a mindset that you can put into your brain that will actually help you to make it easier. Like saying cash, this is something I only just recently learned, that growing on social media doesn't, like, getting the YouTube following, it does not actually mean that you're going to make a good amount of money. It doesn't. It really doesn't. You need to be able to monetize your following, and most people don't know how to do that. Most people just focus on the YouTube views, the subscribers. That's the goal on their wall. That's all they're thinking about. But they don't realize likes ain't cash. If you want to make real good money and wealth from your social media business, there's a different way to look about things. Penetrate your fears. There's fears holding you back from making more money, and for me it was the fear of what people would comment if I released a program like this. Like 99% of people have been positive about this, but there's always that one like 14-year-old troll who writes like hateful comments and stuff, and I was always scared of that. When you penetrate your fears as a young man, you double your income. And I go in this guide here, 9 minutes long, which isn't on YouTube. You can't find this anywhere else. Lifelong students. Money is the score. This just makes like working hard and entrepreneurship fun. Invest in yourself. That is, again, just one course. Then we have my entire aesthetic body course, where this is literally all of my fitness advice put into one. If you don't see me make many fitness videos, because I made this course over like a year and a half ago. You can see I look kind of young there. And I don't need to make any more fitness videos because everything is here. I've told you everything that I know about exactly which muscles to train, exactly how, so that you look good. And then every single muscle, I've walked you through how to train it. Then I told you about my diet, exactly the meals that I eat. Then, like, frequently asked questions: should you bulk or should you cut? And also, by the way, these meals is when you cook with me. I'm in the kitchen showing you exactly how I cook in the fastest way possible. Then just recently I added more to this, so you can see now I look older. I added more to the aesthetic body guide, and I've added way more stuff. And this is, again, that's all just one course, and then there's more. Then we've got the testosterone. This is just one long video, but it's 50 minutes long where I'm talking about how to increase your testosterone. Imagine that, 50 minutes of education on probably the most important hormone that you have inside of you. And then these are the special ones, my YouTube creation secrets. This is how I was able to create YouTube videos that really performed well. These are the things that a lot of small YouTubers need to know. Generate video ideas. I teach you exactly how I got video ideas, and it's not how you think. I teach you why I uploaded daily for over a year and how I manage that. The niche is something that a lot of young men get confused by, and I teach you about it in here. The magic video formula, I literally give you step by step how to recreate my videos, and so you can just use it because we know it works. How I made my hooks, my stories, like I tell you literally everything. And then also, like, if you want to hire someone, and then I teach you, once you've been, growing your YouTube subscribers, then I teach you how to monetize it, what to sell to them. You can sell courses to them. This is how I made my first, thousands of dollars on YouTube. I teach you how to create the course, and I teach you all the sales side of it. I screen record, and I teach you exactly how I was able to create and sell this product. And then this is the special one. Here I teach you how to become a leader for your audience. Here is I teach you not just how to make the videos, but how to build the following. I teach you how to build the cult-like following. You've seen my following. A subscriber of mine is not a normal subscriber. For everyone else, a subscriber just means someone who's kind of interested. For me, you have seen my fans, my subscribers, they have changed their entire lives because of my message. That's a huge level of power. And I'm literally giving you this power. I'm giving you the most important lessons here. Look at this psychological stuff. Create your own terminology they can use. You create your own words and names that your followers use. You give them a vision for a better life. These are psychological hacks that I've learned over 2 or 3 years of doing this. Make their lives so much better. Involve them into making decisions. Us versus them psychology. We have the Hall of Fame, which is just a nice little fun thing as well. That's just one part of ADONIS School, by the way. That's literally just here, just classroom, one part of it. Then we have the leaderboard, which I think is a really cool thing.